Hi, everyone. Real quick, I want to say some stuff that I've learned about AI. I've been allocated 90 days to focus on artificial intelligence at least 40 hours a week, and I've been doing that for over a month. So, some things I've learned is that artificial intelligence, like ChatGPT, what it does is it was trained on a big chunk of the internet, and it goes through lots of data, and it removes stuff that's not important, and it makes it so that it can fit on a computer the stuff that is important. And it's a filter that when you type in a question, it uses that filter and those numbers to predict the next word that should come out. And then it uses all of that to predict the next word and so on. And it's called next token prediction. But so that's some things that ChatGPT does. And it has a whole lot of different layers. One of them is called the attention layer. And there's the fully connected layer, which is the ones that you typically see when you see artificial intelligence illustrations. You see dots and you see lines connected to other dots and so on. That's called a fully connected layer or a deep neural network layer. And after that is a thing called normalization in ChatGPT that it does something like combines the attention, the previous layer, and the fully connected layers together. And it keeps going through lots of sections of those, and eventually it comes out with the next word that it predicts. So some other stuff I've learned about AI is it's mathematics, and computers do math really fast. Some of the basics of it are just a line on a graph. You may remember from school the y equals mx plus b, and that's partly a lot of the calculations that AI does is that. And a version of that is called the dot products, but it's not as complicated as it sounds. And so AI is just a lot of really fast mathematics, and it removes stuff that's not important. So that's what's left is what is important. And there's a whole lot more to AI. And there's things called a rectified linear unit activation function, which sounds complicated, but it's not. It just means whatever number goes in, make that number come out unless what came in is below zero. If it's below zero, just make zero come out. So just say 5 goes in, 5 comes out. -5 goes in, 0 comes out. So that's an example of something that sounds complicated in AI, but it's not really. And so AI, what it does is it tries to what's called approximate a function. And you have a function which can be considered just like if you're making bread, for example. You put ingredients inside the machine, it does some stuff, and out pops bread. So the function is you put data into the function, it does some calculations, and a number or answer pops out. So what goes on inside there is partly what AI does is try to figure out what to do inside there so that you get the results that you want. And so a lot of advancements in AI have happened through efficiency, like figuring out efficient ways to do things. But the foundation has stayed the same for lots and lots of years. Andrej Karpathy, these are some people who are really good at AI, and I've studied them a lot, as Andrej Karpathy, Ilya Sutskever, and those are two that I've studied a whole lot. Andrej, he was the one who brought self-driving to Tesla, or made it huge. He said when he arrived there, it was, I think he said 2 people working there on self-driving with some computers by their feet. So it's expanded a lot since he headed it. And Ilya Sutskever, he's one of the people who created ChatGPT. Andrej Karpathy also helped create ChatGPT as well. And so those are a couple of people, if you want to get more depth with AI, and that they have, well, especially Andrej has lots of tutorials on YouTube in details about how to build versions of like ChatGPT from scratch, or GPT-2 more specifically. So if you have anything you want me to talk about with AI, just let me know. And I've been studying it like over 40 hours a week for the past month, and I've studied on and off for years before that too. So just let me know any questions you have, and I guess I'll stop the video here and have a good one. Thanks. Bye.